Evelyn to Philip, February 19th, 1943, 5:30 p.m. My sweet Phil, I forgot to tell you that my vaccination didn't take. I thought it did, but it didn't. I told you yesterday how I was to prepare the formula, neglecting to tell you how much at each feeding. She now gets 7.5 ounces at each of her 4 feedings. Today in detail: 6 a.m. feeding, 7 a.m. formula, 8 a.m. hair setting, 9 a.m. orange juice, 9:30 sponged Adele, 10 fed Adele, 10:30 cleaned bedroom, washed all the floors, cleaned living room and dining room, 2 p.m. fed Adele cereal and bottle, 2:45 read and reread your letter, ate lunch, cheese, egg, crackers, and butter, and page 2, glass of milk, took shower, got dressed, powder blue wool with Dubonnet velvet collar, Dubonnet shoes, new bra. 7:35 p.m. This is one letter that almost didn't reach you. After feeding Adele and eating supper, I doubled up in agony with the worst cramps I ever remember having. I thought I'd die and I couldn't stop moaning. I guess it's a prelude to my period. I always get the pains first. And speaking of periods, and us being the champs at uninterrupted lovemaking, I thoroughly disagree. I, for one, usually feel too miserable the first few days. I believe we have practiced at the end, page 3, of my time, but I do not care for it that way. I think it's more mental, however, because I want it to be pure and clean. I also think it's good for a woman to rest once in a while, but I'm willing to try if I have the all-important urge. Okay, sweet? Some women have to have intercourse during their menstrual period because that's the only way they can become pregnant. In fact, it's the best time. As for your ego, never fear, for if and when you do get home, I'll give you such a workout, I usually do, you'll wish that I'd leave you alone for page 4, a little while, anyhow. I'd write more, baby mine, but I don't feel very well. I'll make it up to you by writing lengthy letters Saturday and Sunday, providing I feel all right. Phil, darling, as bad as I feel, I want you more than anything. I love you very, very much, dearest. Here's a kiss for you from 2, Evelyn and Adele. P.S. I love you. P.P.S. I adore you. P.P.P.S. I worship you. P.P.P.P.S. Come home, will you? Dot Cohen, Evelyn's girlfriend, to Evelyn, Monday, February 19th. Dear Evie, I'll bet you thought I forgot about you. I haven't. Just waiting for an opportunity. The weather here was beautiful up until Saturday. It has been raining ever since, and believe me, it really rains. It is muddy as hell. Snuff is feeling much better. He gets home every night and on weekends. He looks swell, but he is in convalescence now. I tried to get a job down here, but it is practically impossible. I dropped Phil a nice long letter when I got here. I hope he enjoys it. How is everyone at home? There are some lovely girls, page 2, down here, but I'm homesick. I miss Hal terribly. In fact, I called home Sunday just to talk to him. There really isn't much for me to say, but please write soon. Regards, Dot.